Hey everybody, welcome to TPG's World. It's me, TPG. It is the 30th of October 2019, around like 9:30 at night. I'm just getting in for the night. And I decided to sit down and make a vlog so I could tell you guys what's been going on in my crazy life in the past like day and a half. So, if you guys remember, and you watched my live stream last night, remember that my class was supposed to go on a field trip today and we were unable to make it. So it was a terrible, terrible day. The kids just, and I felt so bad for them because I know that they wanted to go on this field trip. They were so excited about going on it, and we have to be told that they were not going was so devastating to them, and I couldn't imagine how it felt to be them. I was sad just having to say the words to them. I was like, no, don't make me have to say this to these babies. But I had to tell them, and so it was kind of like crazy, but they understood. But it was just a really rough day, and they all just had different behaviors in different ways. So then I left school after a long day, and also the teacher I work with was out again today, so that was me kind of by myself with a sub, just kind of doing what I do. So I am physically exhausted. Like, I really want to call in sick tomorrow, but I don't think I'll be able to. I mean, I could. I have plenty of time. I don't like to use time for no reason. But last night, as I said in my live stream, I wasn't feeling real well, and I thought I was coming down with a reaction to my flu shot, but I'm not sure what it is. If I'm just run down or whatever. So I wanted to do this quick vlog, kind of share a few things with you guys, and then put the video out and go to bed. Try to go to bed reasonably early. It was pretty late when I went to bed last night. So the second thing I want to talk about is after I left school, I went by to see my dad at his rehab/nursing home. He's in a nursing home rehab facility. Let me explain that. I don't like to say rehab because it makes him sound like he's an alcoholic or something, and he's not. But he's in a nursing home/rehab center, the rehab portion of it. And what basically happened was we go in there, and my dad is in that. I go in there to see him today, and they were going to be trick-or-treating in there tomorrow, taking kids in there and everything. I talked about that in my live stream as well last night. And so I was going to take my dad some candy, so he had candy for tomorrow. And I go in there, and his bed is like made up, and there's no sign of my father. And I'm like, oh my gosh, excuse me? Whoa, hold up. So I walk out, and I see this lady, and she's like, oh yeah, we took your dad to the hospital. And I said, did anyone not tell us what is going on? And they're like, well, his hemoglobin was low. And I'm like, okay, but no one called. So she asked the nurse. The nurse says, well, we tried to call call the number, but first she said we don't have any contact info. And I said, this is crazy because I just met with a woman yesterday, the lady in admissions, and I gave her all of our contact numbers, including my school, everything. She has every way possible to contact me or one of my siblings. So then she looks and she sees my sister's name on a paper towel folded up inside my dad's folder. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? She said, oh well, we did call this, but there was no answer, so we didn't call back. I'm sorry guys, I'm so tired. And so she said, so we didn't call back. Now, you take my dad to the hospital, you call my sister's phone one time, my sister doesn't answer, so you move on with your life and just take my dad on, not telling anybody. So I looked at them and I said, you know what? You should be very glad that I'm so tired right now, because I would probably cuss you out. But I'm going to leave that up to my sister. So I drive all the way across town to the hospital, and I go find the hospital. I'm not going to lie, words were coming out my mouth. I was cussing coming in the door. And I was so mad, so angry, and tired. Didn't know what was going on, but found out that my dad apparently had blood in his stool, and they believe that he might be eternally bleeding. They're not sure, so they wanted to run some tests. They wanted to do what they call like a nuclear test or something on him, where they like test his whole body and stuff. It was so they did that on him, and that's why they took him in, and he had to have 2 liters of blood pumped into him also. So that was kind of scary. And they haven't given him his medicine yet, so he's talking very crazy out of his head. He couldn't have his medicine until after a certain part of this test, until after the test was done and everything. So they're just now going through seeing like what meds he takes and what he needs and this, that, and the others. But they need to hurry and give it to him, because he's talking like he was telling us. He saw on the board that it said nuclear. So here in my town, there's a very famous nuclear plant that a lot of people work for, and he thought that he was at a job interview for this place, and that he was in a hotel for the night that was putting him in this facility, and that the lady that kept coming in there, which was his nurse, was the interviewer that was interviewing him for this position. he told him that he worked at this plant already for 30 years and retired, and he was hoping to get a job again. My dad has never worked in this plant in his life. He was in the military. He never ever worked for this plant, so he's just talking kind of crazy. My sister had to kind of tell him where he was and stuff, but it was just a little bit weird, and all the things he was saying. But I asked the nurse, and she said they haven't gotten all the way through his charts yet to give him all of his meds, but they will get all that taken care of in the next hour or so. So I'm predicting that they'll do that. So anyway, we found out. My sister and I waited a long time, and hold on, guys, I'm gonna put this chair back up. Oh goodness gracious! See that? Lord, I about fell out of it. Okay, there we go. Y'all see how tired I am? I'm just worn out. I'm sorry, guys. My videos are probably so unprofessional. Hold on. They're so unprofessional, and I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to do this video because I'm a little frustrated, but I'm so sorry for the unprofessionalism of that video by doing things like that, but I am so sorry. So anyway, then I go home, and I have a quick dinner, and then I go back up to the hospital with my sister, and I sit there for about another 2 hours, and I come home, and now I'm home, and I just want to read a book, curl up in the bed, and go to sleep. However, Waffles chewed up my cord to my Amazon Kindle, so now I have to buy another cord online when I get paid on the 5th. So I'm like, ugh, Waffles is crazy. I did want to say I received a birthday present today in the mail from my good friend Sharon, a Simply Southern, and I'm not going to open it right now. I told Sharon this so she knows. I'm going to hold it for my birthday next week on Wednesday, the 6th of November, but I'm going to open it on that day on my birthday so that I have something to open on my birthday. So Sharon, thank you so much for the wonderful gift. And I've been trying to feel it all day. I'm like, what's in this? I wonder. It's going to make me wonder all the time, but I want to open it on camera, but I want to do it on my birthday. So I know I've already spoken with Sharon, and she's aware of that and knows that. So she's okay with that. Also, please keep my friend Sharon in your prayers. I spoke with her earlier, and she's having some very serious medical issues going on right now and needs some good prayers and some good positive vibes going into her life. So please keep Sharon Simply Southern in your prayers as well, because I really love her, and I want her to get better. And I'm thinking about you, Sharon. I love you, and my prayers are definitely with you. Also, if you could pray for my father, pray that he'll get good. And also, guys, pray for me, because I'll be honest with you guys, tonight has been really trying for me. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really trying to decide if I want to stay in my job. To be honest, I'm just so stressed out about my job and what's going on with my job. And I'm sorry, guys. I keep turning off lights. My mind, when I get like this stressed, my mind is like 1,000 miles away. It really is. I need a day off. I really do just need a vacation day. I have to work all day tomorrow at school and then go to work at Dunkin' from 4 to 8. So I'm not going to have much of a break. And I haven't worked nights at Dunkin' in forever. So I have no idea what the hell it's going to be like. Good. I'm going to go tomorrow, and then I'm going to come home, probably do another video, and then go to bed. So that's how my day is going to be. But I'm about to head to bed here in just a minute. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for all you do for me. Thank you for the lovely live streams I've had the last couple of nights. I've had some of the greatest and most fun people in. I've even had some people pop by that I haven't seen in forever and a day. I've had some wonderful people leaving me comments and things like that. So thank you so much for all of that. It is so good at this time. But if you guys aren't paying attention to my video right now, my mind is like everywhere. My brain is all over the place. I really am just like stressed to the max right now. But I do love each and every one of you guys. And just pray for me that the stress will ease up a little bit, and I'll be able to figure out what's the right thing to do and where to go in my life at this moment. But I will definitely be live streaming with you guys on Wednesday on my birthday. I don't have any plans as of yet, but even if I do, I will still live stream later in the evening with you guys, because I like to share my birthday with my friends on YouTube. And I will be opening my gift from Sharon that night on my birthday. I'm so excited about it, though. Like, I've been like, it just came at a really good time when I really needed it. And I love you, Sharon, and I'm praying for you, and thank you for the gift. And I cannot wait to see what it is. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Like, you guys have no idea. This is just going to be a crazy birthday this year. Like, my mom always made sure my birthdays were great. And she's not here now. And my dad being in the hospital, and his birthday's a week later. So I'm going to get him something for his birthday and try to take him out to dinner or do something with him. But I did find out that At the rehab center, they have a big like room, and if he's still there at Thanksgiving, we're definitely going to probably eat in that room. But my sister's now saying that we may not even do Thanksgiving together this year because my brother, my little brother's found his natural brother, so he spends all of his time with him, and whatever his real brother says goes. He doesn't really care about the rest of us anymore. My sister and her husband, they want to maybe do Thanksgiving with his family. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll be doing on Thanksgiving, but I do know I'll be doing a live stream with you guys. But anyway, they were saying that there's a room there that if we decide we want to do a dinner together, that we can go to this room. It's like a giant room, and we can go in there and eat dinner with my dad and stuff. So we definitely will do that if he is in rehab still on Thanksgiving, which I hope he's not, but it all depends. With him going back into the hospital tonight, it could mean that they start his days over when he gets back tomorrow. I don't know. They said a lot of it's going to depend on what the doctor says tonight or tomorrow after they receive the test results, if he goes back to rehab tomorrow or if he has to stay in the hospital another day or so. So we'll know a little bit more in the morning. I'll have a full report tomorrow. But so yeah, that's kind of where it is. But I'm hoping if I do anything for Thanksgiving, I may go to one of my really good friends' houses for dinner or something. I'm not real sure yet, but I will keep you guys posted on all of that. I just wanted to say again, thank you to everybody for being so supportive. You guys have written me some letters, sent me some emails, wrote to me. Carol, I still promise I will answer your email this week. I just have to sit down with my dad falling again. Everything just kind of threw me off track. But I do love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Waffles is doing good. Everybody's doing good. Gypsy's back. I found my dog Gypsy, for those who ask. She is still outside. She won't come inside, but Gypsy is like that. She'll stay out for days and days and days. So I just leave her food every night before I go to bed or every morning before I go to work, and she eats, and then she comes back, and just kind of like that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here, get this video done, and I'm going to get it out, and I'm going to go to bed. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of TPG's world. It's crazy life. It's crazy world, but I'm glad you're in it. Bye, guys. Remember, hating is a disease, and some folks need to get well soon, and always be the best you that you can be, because everybody else is taken. Bye.